And we are live. Good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday. You are here with David Hills. I almost called you David McLaughlin. David Hills. He's the kettlebell trainer. He knows what he's talking about.
Allegedly.
I'm the trainee. I don't know what I'm talking about. Well, I'm the one learning kettlebell. So
because you're the one that just wants to talk.
I do all the talking these days, pretty much. But what's cool about my role is I get to ask the questions that you would be asking, or saying the things that you'd be saying, like, this sucks, this is hard, how do you do this, how come I can't do, all those things. Am I doing it right? All the things that you want to ask, I get to ask that. I noticed as I was coming on that my coffee mug matches my outfit. I do have a Savvy outfit on. So let's talk about color. This is not a color that I would normally pick out. It's an interesting color. It's not one that I normally wear, but I've been wearing it lately. I actually have a hat the same color, and what's interesting is that I think we box ourselves in when it comes to color. How many of you, if you look in your closet, have all of your clothes are a certain color? Some people it's black, brown, pinks, whatever. We always tend to pick the same colors.
I pick a lot of black and gray.
Yeah, and I challenge you to go outside of your comfort level when it comes to color, because the reality is, and you've heard this saying before, oh, I don't look good in that color, or that color isn't me, or it's not on my color wheel, or whatever the case may be. The reality is we can wear every single color in the rainbow, and it's just a matter of our limiting beliefs in certain colors. This is not one that I would have normally picked out, but I actually really like it a lot. It brings out a different feeling for me. Color is feeling. And David, we can talk about that later on. David has done some research into color and how it affects people and how we communicate with color and all of that stuff. But
advertising has a lot of information on that subject.
Yeah, color they use color to advertise and to get you to buy things, and amongst other things that they use.
Makes you look better.
But color is important. But anyway, I used to box myself in until I became a Savvy brand partner. I used to box myself in with color. I would only purchase certain colored clothing because I thought that was what looked good on me. So I wouldn't even attempt to purchase something like this. But I really love it. I really love getting into different colors. It makes me feel different. So you go ahead and explore with color. I challenge you. Purchase some things this spring that you normally wouldn't purchase in terms of color, and see how, and really explore the feeling that you get when you wear these certain colors. It's really, really interesting. It has expanded my reach of feeling and all kinds of stuff wearing this particular color that I normally wouldn't wear. So anyway,
there it is.
That. And the other message I have for you this morning is life is short. Life is way too short. If you have, I'm a trauma coach, so if you have trauma that you have not visited, and you need help, maybe you're in some addiction, or maybe you're making decisions or going round and round and round and never can get to the goal that you're looking for, contact me. I can help you. But life is short. What are you waiting for? If you're not living the best life that you can right now, then you need to figure it out and start doing that. We don't have an unlimited amount of time on this earth. We don't.
Right. So
we do
hurry
not.
up.
So anyway,
change your colors.
Change your colors.
Buy a new outfit.
Yeah. Contact me for Savvy. Yeah. But color, it's true though. Color, and when you put on certain, like I dress, like when I pick out what I'm going to wear for the day, I pick out the color depending on my mood. And maybe it should be the other way around. Maybe I should pick out a color to change my mood if I'm in like I think maybe that sometimes I do that. I'll wear pink if I'm in a kind of a down mood. It lifts me up, or red, that type of thing. Okay. Well, we are now going. I'm going to put my coffee down, and we are going to warm up.
Let's do it.
And we've been doing training. I'm a little tender, in the body. I'm not really sore.
Tender.
I can feel that I've been working out, but it's not to the point where I'm like, oh, ouch. I'm just like, ooh. But that's what kettlebell does. It gets you to, well, it really gets you to know your body. Let's see who we have here this morning. We have Andy, our second Andy. We have Pete, and we have Greg. So Ryan, Walker, and we have someone online. Mr. Name. Anyway, welcome to the workout this morning. Let's get up off our seats. Put your coffee down. We are going to warm up a bit before we start.
How do people? What's the difference when people? Sometimes you can see who's watching. Sometimes you can't. Is there some sort of setting that people use?
I don't know.
Because like
they're in the stealth setting.
Stealth mode somehow.
All right,
guys. Let's warm up.
and we're gonna do our hops. Oh, we needed this morning. I can feel my calves. We are also installing a tile in the bathroom, and so I walked up and down the stairs a lot yesterday. We're doing a job for a client. We install tile as well. We're just multi-talented people. You have to be these days, right?
Yes, you do.
All right, we're just dropping down. It's like kind of like flicking water off your hands. Just loosen up your shoulders and your arms and let it go. This gets a lot of the tension out of our bodies. It also gets our blood going and circuits fired. I hope everybody slept well.
Wow. Sore this morning.
Heart openers? Well, you were on your knees and bending over a lot yesterday.
You did a lot of work.
And you did a lot of arm work. Uh-oh, my Facebook went off.
Uh-oh.
Gratitude for everything that we have in our lives. I'm going to fix Facebook in just a second. Show where, and body tapping is all right. For some reason I got kicked off from Facebook. Maybe I said something controversial. I don't know. Head rolls. So we're warming up.
Would you defend Mr. Potato Head or defend Dr. Sickness?
I don't have time to keep up with that. I'm busy creating my own life. We're just doing some head rolls, looking side to side, just warming up the neck area gently. You don't want to torque hard on it. We're just moving. We're just warming up. Okay, shoulder rolls, and you can grab onto the caps of your shoulders and go all the way back. Big, nice circles, or nice big circles. So David made some awesome. We got home a little bit late last night, and there's a little bit of family stuff going on with my ex-husband. He's ill and not doing well. But anyway, we had a late dinner, and David made salt and vinegar wings.
Chicken wings.
Salt and vinegar chicken wings.
Yeah, they were amazing.
They were so good. If you haven't had that, you just basically cook up your chicken wings and then you put vinegar on it and salt. And I mean, you can dip them, or maybe.
I don't know how people do it.
But it was really good. I needed that last night. We worked hard yesterday on the tile job, and then contemplate life with things going on. And we have knee circles.
No better way to contemplate life than eating.
Yeah, salt and vinegar ones. We're just circling these. Let's go in the opposite direction, incorporating the ankles in with this. This feels really good because my calves are, I don't know, they're not really crying, they're whining.
Okay, so we're going to do one more warm up. Let me get in the middle here so you can see. And you can try. This is called, it comes from wrestling. It's called sitting through. And we need this for our Turkish get. So this is what it looks like. You start on all fours like this. And then I'm going to pick up one leg and send it through the opposite way until I sit down. And I come back. Then I take the other leg and I pick it up and I slide it through. So this is what it looks like.
It looks like you're breakdancing.
It does look like a breakdancing, but I'm not.
Okay, let me give it a try.
Give it a try.
So I'm on my
Hands and knees. Pick up one leg. I'm sorry, hands and feet.
hands and feet.
Bring your feet a little closer to your hands. Bring your feet closer to your hands. Good. Now pick up one foot and send it through the opposite way. Yes. Perfect. Now you pick yourself back up. Yeah. Okay. So come on. So here's what happened. Watch this.
Yeah.
Look at this leg.
Yeah.
You went like this to try and pick yourself up. You don't want to do that.
What do I do?
You can put this hand right on it if you need to, but this has to be straight up and down.
Okay, let me try it again.
Send the leg through. Good. Now point this knee to the sky. Yeah. Right. Nice. Now you have a good something to push against. Good. That's it. Nicely done. Now, what we're doing here is look at this shoulder. See how I'm moving with that shoulder?
Move over this way because we can't see it on the camera.
As I sit through, this shoulder is loaded up. And I'm working on the rotator cuff muscles of this shoulder and then the rotator cuff muscles of this shoulder. At the same time, I have to pick this leg up to get it through. And that's going to make it so that when I do my Turkish get up, I can do this move more easily. You follow me? So the key is using these core muscles to really pick that leg up to get it through. Like so. So just do a couple more and then we'll move on to our Turkish get up. Yes. Beautiful. Feel how that nice works the shoulder really well?
Yep.
Okay, so now what we're going to do.
Hard to see us. Sorry, guys.
So now what we're going to do is this. I'm going to do one and then I'm going to have you do them. So lying beside the kettlebell, I underhook it, right? 2 hands to push it to the sky. Now this is a heavy kettlebell. Well, heavy for a guy my size, 20 kilograms. Right? It's here. Now, this is the part. This is where we were sitting in our sitting through. We pick ourselves up and bring this leg through. Right? Same thing when I come down here, right? That's it. How that part of it. Okay. So, 2 hands. Push it to the sky. Good. Now, good. Straight wrist, straight elbow, shoulder seated. And push into the leg. 1, 2, 3. Lift. Here's, I'm going to keep that heel on the ground. Yeah. There it is. There it is. Almost. So go back.
Go back where? Okay,
Go back the other way you came.
Yeah, I need I'm not standing up.
Well, you didn't have your knee far enough back. So you went here. This was all good. And then you got to here. You brought this knee way over. See how it's next to my hand?
I thought
So if you had done your step, then you would have really damaged this knee.
Oh.
So what I meant was, you came over here, and I wanted you to go back.
Okay.
That's what I meant.
So that's too heavy for me to go back and forth like that?
All right. Don't even use a kettlebell, actually. You don't need. Okay.
And I don't get the feel. All right, let's try this again.
All right.
I had the wrong knee up.
Shoulder, elbow, hand. Lift. Pull that leg through. So go back. Now, what's happening, go ahead and bring it down. Let me show you what's going on. This is great, but watch this foot, right? You're picking up like this. So now you've got very little balance and very little strength and stability.
Okay.
If this heel is on the ground, now I've got the strength that I need because it's the heel that's the load bearing.
Okay. Kind of funny that I come up with different problems every time I do this.
This is not an easy thing. This teaches you how to use your whole body. Better. You know how much stronger that is?
Yeah.
No, you're not. You're good. I just want to get out of here. I would step forward with that foot a little more. Good. Now you can stand. Nice. Good. Very nicely done.
The other side?
Sure. This is more than just weightlifting. This is a neurological education of your body to use it in a proper functional manner. That was good. Do one more step.
Okay.
Okay, so now, go ahead and stay down here for a second. To stand up, I'm just sitting here on the ground. For me to go to a standing position, watch what I do. It's exactly the same process as the Turkish get-up, only instead of the kettlebell being what loads your body, it's just your own body. Yep. All right, come on up. Grab the bell. Put it on the ground next to our feet. That's fine. We're going to do low windmills to start. You can do the big one. No, it's low windmills. So, feet on either side of the bell, but put it close to one foot. Turn in that direction. Hand on the hip. Kick back until your elbow rests on your knee. Now, push the hip back further, further, further. Reach way back with it. And you'll find your chest getting closer to your knee. The further you push your hip back. Now grab the bell. Tighten your core. Like someone's going to punch you in the stomach. Then stand. Now, try and take your hip and push it right through the wall behind you. The bell goes down until it reaches near your foot. Make this hip left and right. And the result is that the bell lifts up. 2 more. And then turn the other way. Slide the bell towards the other foot. Hand on the hip. So with this one, Kendra, since you don't have the weight over your head, where you look isn't as important. So look at the screen, right? And try to, like, when I look into the screen, I can see this lamp down on the floor behind me, right? But when I kick my hip over, I see my leg move over towards it to cover it, right? As opposed to leaning forward, kicking back, and the camera will be able to show you. So this leg right here, if you look at this leg in the mirror, it's straight up and down. You want it this way at the end of your exercise. There it is. And it's.
Was I doing it wrong?
It's not. You were doing it right, but you want more movement.
Yeah, I don't know if I can't.
It's just flexibility. It doesn't. But it will only go that way through trying hard to make it go that way.
Okay, let's do this.
That's it. Absolutely. So here we go. Hand on the hip. Check it out. Push the hip back, further back until your hand reaches the bell. And now tighten core and push the hip forward.
Do you bend your back leg at all?
No, back leg stays perfectly straight.
So I have kind of a question about, I'm double jointed. My knee tends to go way back. See how?
Well, it's
So
you don't have to worry. You don't want to think with your knee here.
well, it doesn't. That's not that I'm thinking with my knee. My knee automatically, when I tighten up, like if I'm straightening my leg, that's how my leg goes.
That's fine.
Okay.
Some people's
It just feels
joints
like
are
it's
more
putting a
mobile.
lot of pressure on my knee.
Well, you don't have to. You don't have to. Like a lot of times, I noticed this in karate. People at the end of their punch, they would be like their hyper mobility in the joint and would go beyond straight.
So I should probably try to avoid over flexing that knee the way
Overextending it, but yes, that's
the way it normally would go. Okay.
Correct. You want a straight line from your heel to your hip. It takes a while to figure out. You're getting.
But I seem to be going backwards.
No. It's you're just becoming aware of things that you weren't aware of, which seems like you're going backwards because you're finding more problems.
Yeah.
But the first step to fixing any problem is coming to an understanding that there's a problem.
Yeah.
If you don't think that there's a problem, you've washed your hands of it and you will never fix it. But if you become aware of the problem, you have the opportunity.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very true.
So grab the bell.
And what are we doing?
We're going to do some swings to the rack. And you're going to go just between the legs, do our load up, use the hips, bring it to the rack. Keep the elbow in close. Change hands. A lot of times the kettlebell exercises that you do, you're like, wow, this is a very easy exercise. Why am I working out with an easy exercise? And the reason is there are subtleties to these movements that you will only find through doing 1,000 of them, 10,000 of them. What happens is you start understanding how to do it, change hands, with less energy. Now, hold here. Don't interrupt it on the way down. Follow it. And follow it nice and smoothly. And then at the end, when it swings all the way back, don't do anything. Let it come back. Once it's coming back, add a little bit of hip motion to it, just enough, no more than you need to bring it to the rack. Nice and smooth. Here we go. One more. Change hands. Set it down. How are we doing?
Good.
All right. So what I'd like to do next is some lunges, but we're going to do them in a pressed position. So you're going to take the kettlebell and press it. Then with it pressed, lunge.
Are we lunging forward?
Forward. We're going to, so whatever hand the kettlebell's in, it's the opposite leg. Now look at my arm. This is not going to do. This has to be fired in. Focus on your tricep. Reach around and grab the bottom of your arm, right? Press your arm up. Now take that muscle and tighten it hard so that it does that last little bit. Here we go. Swing it to the rack. Press it overhead. Now, stepping forward with a lunge. One. Three. Now, to the rack. Change hands. Press. Stepping opposite way. Set it down. All right.
Is that it?
Well, actually, no. We'll do one more thing.
Okay.
We'll do our heavy swings.
Yeah.
So let's grab a heavy kettlebell. Ready?
Yep.
50 swings. Going up in weight, huh?
No.
Well, that's.
Is that heavier than what?
Oh, no, actually, it's a little lighter than we normally use. The green banded one is a little heavier. Okay, here we go.
Like not that I know of.
Bring it up. 180. $35. Five more. 1.
Stop.
Nicely done.
That was a good ending. Whew. Let me get my breath here for a second.
Nicely done.
Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Good to see all of you here this morning for some.
Dan, Greg, Evan, Rosa,
We've got a lot of people on this morning.
Scott,
Whew.
Tim, Steve. See, morning, guys.
Thank you so much for being here with us and starting your day off on the right note, gaining some strength, some inspiration, some flexibility, mobility with the fabulous David Hills trainer. He knows all about the human body, how it works, how to make it strong, which is also making your mind strong, your willpower, your dedication, persistence, patience. It teaches us all of those things, including getting strong.
My mind got so strong, it pushed all the hair out of my head. It happened.
Sending all of you love, joy, peace, happiness, and abundance, and some special healing energies to any of you who may be suffering in the world today. Some special healing energies to my daughter's dad, who's not doing well in the hospital. So sending some healing energies to him and the rest of the family. We love you. Thank you for supporting us. Join us. Spring is on its way. Summer is coming. You want to look good. You want to feel good. You want to be able to get out once COVID ends. They're ending COVID in some states.
They're ending COVID.
Well, they're ending mask restrictions requirements, which pretty much ends COVID because then there's
it's very hard to keep it up with nobody wearing masks.
Well, there's no discussion about it. You want to wear a mask, you wear a mask. If you don't, you don't. And then it ends the discussion and goes from there. So that's what I meant by that. You thought that was funny?
Hey, I think people wanting to wear masks is hilarious, to be honest with you. But anyway.
I don't have a problem with people wearing masks.
No, I said wanting.
I said, but what I do have a problem with is when your state, your governor, and people in your state make you and force you to wear a mask when there's no proven, there's no proof even a mask works or anything about COVID. They really don't know.
We won't know for years.
And this is controversial. Understand that.
Steve Quattrapani.
Hey, Steve. Doing that shower.
Oh yeah, it's lovely.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. But anyway, having said that, I'm so happy that you're here with us this morning. We kind of got off track there.
Yeah, Steve, you're late for the workout.
I don't think he was intending on doing it. He's just coming in to say hi.
Actually, we're late. He's usually up earlier than this.
Yeah. All right, guys.
Have a good one, guys.
Have a fantastic Tuesday. See you tomorrow morning here bright and early at 6 a.m. Bye-bye.